An interesting question was posed the other day. The question is this: what if I don't want to be a real estate investor? What does Renatus have to offer me? I'm like, holy smokes. Oh my goodness. I mean, so much. Even for individuals who don't want to be a real estate investor. Let's just kind of hit on a few. One thing is true, that if you are a W-2 employee, you are unable to take advantage of so many deductions that the tax code affords you. You know, the largest expense you'll ever have in life is taxes. You will pay more in taxes than you pay for housing, food, clothing, and entertainment combined. True story. And because of that, you got to figure out a way that you can reduce the amount that's going out for your taxes. If you start a business, whatever that business may be, if you start a business and that business is operated with true intent to generate a profit, you now can take so much of your life and turn it into a tax deduction. I mean, it's interesting. I just had a conference call with my leaders. One of my leaders took his wife and family. They headed down to Orlando so that they could do Disney World and Universal Studios and everything else just the other day. And while they were down there, they organized a training. They said, hey, we need to do some training for the independent marketing advisors that are a part of Renatus down there, and we need to do an opportunity presentation. So they separated out a little bit of their time to do meetings and presentation, which then qualified much of the trip for tax deductions. There's so much that you can do. You know, individuals walking out of our tax and legal strategies classes are able to see clearly how they can save $2,000 to $10,000, even $15,000 and more each and every year on their taxes. That in and of itself is why you should do it. But what about the individuals who want to become a homeowner, but they've been a renter because, well, maybe their credit's dinged, maybe they don't have the money for a down payment to get conventional financing, so they continue to rent and they continue to throw their money away to rents instead of a mortgage. Now, I say that on the flip side as a landlord, because I got a lot of properties. I really love the fact that I have people in my properties working all month long to ensure that I'm the first one paid. But for you, let's say you just want to stop being a renter and you want to get into home ownership. You don't have the down payment, you don't have the credit. Do you realize how many of our real estate classes teach creative acquisition strategies that would allow you, without using any of your own credit or any of your own money, to acquire homes? To acquire homes and not have to go out there and get bank financing to do so? That one little benefit is probably one of the reasons why you should be taking advantage of this, right? I mean, because you can become a homeowner without having to go through all the traditional means. What about this? What about individuals who have got their credit dinged and they're thinking, man, I really need to get back on track with this because it's costing me a fortune. I'm paying higher interest rates on high-risk credit cards. I'm paying higher interest rates on car loans because I'm a high-risk candidate because my credit stinks. I could save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars each and every year on just interest payments for things that I have to own and I have to buy. Going through our credit management class is going to teach you all the ins and outs of why you need to protect your credit, why you need to establish and maintain good credit. It's going to teach you as well, what the cost advantage is and what we call it return on investment is for having good credit. Our credit repair class is going to show you systematic, step-by-step processes on how you can now start to restore your credit and build it back up in a shorter period of time so that you can become a lower credit risk and now save all of that money on interest. Again, thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars in additional savings. When you take a look at our interest reduction strategies program, some call it a mortgage acceleration class. Boy, what a fantastic strategy that is. A strategy that shows you how to just use the money that you have today in a different way, applying that money towards debt and applying that money, towards a strategy that will literally allow you to take a 30-year fixed rate mortgage and pay it off in the next 7 to 10 years without putting more money to it. I should say without putting more money out of your own pocket each month, and show you how to do some really creative things that will save you really hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest. Instead of 20 years, or I should say instead of 30 years, you're going to be able to chop it down by over 20 years, which means you save all of the interest on those 20 years of payments you otherwise would have made. I mean, these are just a few of the many, many, many examples of how even if you don't want to be a real estate investor, the Renatus educational system can show you how to make or save tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. Think about it.